no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sit down with Big Brother. Don't like those RFIDs. Got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I sat down with Big Brother and the national ID. Don't want a chip in my wallet, chip in my car. And if I want to travel, it's nobody's business how far. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I said shame on Big Brother, always tracking and tracing me. Don't want a chip in my mother, chip in my wife, a chip in my babies. Stay out of our life. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother. No more slavery. Play it for me, baby. Now, do you want a chip in your forehead, a chip in your arm, always tweaking your brain and causing you harm? Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sit down with Big Brother in the good old USA. I sat down with Big Brother. Down with Big Brother. Down with Big Brother. Down with Big Brother.
All you ever hear about in this country are differences. It's all I ever talk about. Politicians and the media always pushing the things that separate us, things that make us different. That's the way the ruling class operates in any society. They divide the rest of the people. They keep the lower and the middle classes fighting with each other so that they, the rich, can run off with all the fucking money. Fairly simple thing. Fairly simple thing happens to work. Anything that's different about us, you know that's what they're pushing at you. Racial differences, religious, ethnic, national backgrounds, jobs, income, education, social status, sexuality, anything they can do to keep us fighting with each other so that they can keep going to the bank.
In the Middle East again, does Israel play in this?
Israel was created as the instrument to bring about the Battle of Armageddon and the fulfillment of prophecy, a war that will be so terrible where nuclear weapons will be used so that the American citizens and the other people in the world will get down on their knees and beg for no more war. And what is the answer to that? They're going to be told the only way we can guarantee no more war is if we destroy the sovereignty of nations and we come together as one humanity in a one world government.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the
Roman
big
circus.
club.
What does the emperor do when the people become restive, and when the people are asking questions, and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum. And he begins to throw the Christians to the lions. And he has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world. so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever get smart enough to learn how they're being manipulated, so they don't ever question the emperor. That's why they pay a player on a football team or a baseball team $1 million or $2 million or $3 million a year. It is the Roman circus.
Why do you think politics feels more like a team sport than democracy?
Because that's exactly what it became. George Washington warned people about this a long time ago. He called it the spirit of party, and he said once political parties took hold, they'd start serving themselves instead of the public. And that's exactly what happened. Loyalty goes to the machine, not the country. They protect the brand, protect the tribe, protect the donors, protect the power, and the public gets whatever's left after the fundraising and the damage control. That's the bargain now. You cheer for your colors, they keep the scoreboard lit, and everybody acts like the game's what matters. Washington understood that once parties get strong enough, they stop asking what's good for the people and start asking what's good for the party. And once that happens, democracy turns into maintenance. Maintain the power, maintain the loyalty, maintain the illusion.
To the Army and Navy and the battles they have won. As to America's colors, the colors that never run.
May the wings of liberty never lose a feather.
This country starts early. It works hard. It stays focused. It keeps moving. It stands ready. And it carries the weight. Strong coffee for a strong nation.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yeah, folks, I'm all out of bubblegum. Welcome to another Talking with Conspiracy with yours truly. We're here. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk serious. And then we'll have some more fun after that. We'll be all over the place. Appreciate y'all being here. Much love to everybody for being here. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate you checking in the earlier show. What's up, James? What's up, Mr. Strange? What's up, Raz and Sweets? Appreciate on the intro. I've been playing with it. I've been playing with the intro a little bit, adding and finding more fun stuff to throw in there. Intro's going to turn into like a 10 minutes long if I keep going, but it's all right. I'll keep tweaking on it, play with it. But yeah, going to have some fun. Hopefully, you know. Crazy stuff in the world today. Last couple of days, I guess you'd say. We lost Dolly Parton. Lost Tim Curry today. Both at the age 80. Of course, conspiracy theorists are already jumping for it. Trying to figure out what happened. But off the bat, I wanted to show this real quick. This was kind of cool. Find the right button. Hit the right button. Turn the music up. The Royal Guard here. Pretty cool. What's up, SMU? It's kind of cool. And then of course it's just going to add to conspiracy theories. Like how were they so good at it already? A day later, they've been practicing, getting ready for this moment. I guess anything is possible. here in the South is a day of mourning for sure. I gotta give at least 3 days of mourning for the loss of Dolly Parton down here. Unless you want to get like killed, I imagine be kind of bad to run around. But still pretty cool. Like I said, that's pretty cool that they took the time to actually do that. I think that is really cool. Other big news in the world right now. Those poor people in Nepal. Man, I can't imagine. Really, really, man, I can't imagine the people what's going on in Nepal right now. Just because it's absolute. I can't imagine running from something. Yeah, they're both 80 years old, Jen. Yeah, it's part of the conspiracy right now where people were jumping right now and jumping up and down. And then Miley Cyrus coming out on that same day, the new album with the red. I don't know if y'all seen that with the whole red sky and real eerie looking. Odd, weird stuff. Not saying, not saying whatsoever that I believe any of that. But I guess anything is possible, you know. Yeah, could be James. I mean, like if they're really talented, they could really, you know, they could have practiced just a little bit and got it, you know, got it down really quick. Not saying they couldn't. I'm just gonna say it's gonna make people think. There's gonna be people that use that as fuel to their narrative. You know how that is. You know, Tim Curry passed away, which he's been sick for a long time. He really has. He wouldn't look very good. And so sad losses in our entertainment world for sure. Just adding to the collection. 2026 has been a hell of a year. And we lost Chuck Norris this year. I mean, that should have been the end of the year right there at that moment. Let me switch my low area. Let me get me small over here. But these poor people in Nepal, like I said, some of these videos are very, very rough, especially when you've seen these poor people running and, man, what could be going through their poor minds? You know, running for their life, but knowing they're too late and not running fast enough. That'd be just terrible. But this water coming through like it did. Calm him down there. Turn the volume down. Just powerful moments of water, what it can do. We've had some flooding over there in like Utah and stuff, but nothing on this level. Look at that bridge is gone. Now being able to access back and forth. Done. And sadly, like, you know, even if you're in a high building, it don't matter because unless they could turn around and start. Yeah, as you see the buildings, that guy's got. That's what he's thinking. I think he's getting them away. not to laugh at the situation, but you can see that you're like, wait a minute, how the buildings aren't standing, the bridge didn't stand. Man, it's sad. It's sad. I'll come back to some of these funny videos. These poor people here running. Water's just coming. I'm not going to show the end of that video because I don't want to show that. Look how fast this water's coming down this mountain. These poor people yelling their lungs out, trying to get people to run. The building's just crumbling. Just knocked them down like they were just Legos. Tremendous fight. For the spiritual people listening, for these people need lots of prayer and love. Because, and truly, where they're at there ain't really safe. It could have undercut and get them where them guys were. Terrible. Just horrible scenes. Of course, also the conspiracy theorists are already, blaming HARP and all kinds of stuff. There's lots of stuff going on in the world right now, like natural disasters, crazy stuff going on. So these poor people, though. See it coming. Like all kinds of amazing thing to get so many video angles of it and everything. It's crazy. What's up, Cecilia? What's up, Buzz Future? Appreciate y'all being here.
Oh my God, Dad.
What's up, hiker emoji? Appreciate you being here. Yeah, these poor videos, man, it's just wild. I've been watching videos today, getting ready for this stream and getting ready for the one I had earlier. Which of y'all missed that one? I think it was pretty good, very educational. I think very thought-provoking on AI. So if you missed that one, I think after you're done with this one, if you want to go back and check it out.
Wait, the Buddha man here.
Crazy stuff. That crazy stuff. Nice to see you. For sure. Prayers for Cecilia. Take care. Appreciate you popping in. And yeah, Mother Nature is going wild. Look at these on a different note, look, in Nebraska, it had twin EF4 tornadoes. They only go to 5.
It's already crossed. We're good.
We're good. It's just going down that way, tearing stuff up. But yeah, that's Mother Nature is raising hell right now. I don't know if it's intentional or she's trying to cleanse some stuff. What in the world is going on? Here's another video from Nepal. Man, that water is just booking down that hill. There's nothing stopping it. It does look like pillars. What's up, Blake and Monkey? Welcome back. Raz, you're right. Strange weather has been kicked up a notch. Absolutely. It really, really has. I'm still going to play that video just because it's funny. I don't care if it's skit or not. And I'll get some more back on the other videos. What's up, Mr. Watt Life? New York Post, August 19th. Shocking verbal U.S. power grid could result in 18-month nationwide blackout, experts warn. Yay! So, if you got generators and access so you can stockpile some fuel, you might. The way the weather is right now, not just because of what that's saying, just because of the crazy weather we're having right now, it's all over the place. It might be, and they are calling for a rough winter, so it might be good to stockpile a little bit with with all the crazy weather and stuff. You're right, Walt. We are distracted by the Dolly Parton ritual. Let me play this for fun. Being from the South, it sounds like somebody I probably know that would say some stuff like this.
Oh. Whoa! Whoa! We got a nader! We got a nader! Hell yeah! That's where she is, baby! Rip it up! Rip it down! Yeah! Yeah! Whoa, baby! Whoa!
It has been a hot one, Walt. It really has been a hot one. What's up, LJ? What's up, Yona? Appreciate y'all being here. Let me show this video real quick. I thought this was pretty cool. And then we'll get back to some more Nepal videos and stuff. I don't really have a whole lot tonight. I really don't. But I got a few things I was going to show y'all. Check out this bird, though. The dude hit the bird. Actually, let me pull to the end. So it shows at the very end. Look, he hit the bird. Went up at the vent. And he came down just sitting there.
I was doing about 60 miles an hour, and I hit this bird, or it hit me, and he was wedged up in here. There's a sun visor up here between the glass.
Yeah, I think if you put her name in the number come from Latin also, I think does 925. I think I saw today too. What?
Smashed out. I ducked like someone was throwing a football at my face. Anyway, he definitely took a hard hit, but I think he's okay.
The bird looked like his bell's wrong for sure, though.
Bite me or claw me up pretty good. I had to pull him by his tail feathers out of that spot up here. And I don't know. Been hitting a lot of birds lately. This is the biggest one.
That's the crazy. What's up, Lily? No problem, James. No problem. I do understand. Yeah, there's damn stuff in Nepal. One more funny video right here. And this is kind of true for the world right now. If you had somebody from 2019 and you're 2026 and you're trying to explain to them what has happened in the last, 6, 7 years. That would look pretty, I think that would happen. That would happen. Oh, I got one more fun video before we get back to the Nepal videos and stuff like this. Let me expand it. It's pretty funny. This guy's laughing at this poor wife. It says, when your wife tells you changing the oil is easy.
Where's the rag, Gene? It's spilling, Gene. Where's the rag?
Why is she doing that with a big jacket on? I don't understand.
I can't get it now.
I can't get it. I thought you had all that.
I don't even know if it's not. Oh my God! Oh my God!
He's laughing. Abe's
Oh
caring.
my God, I got that video. Oh my God, son, look what you did. Look what you did.
That guy's laughter was, yeah, too funny. Oh, I forgot I had. I might get dinged for this one here, but this one was pretty funny. And like I said, I forget how I put these videos, what order I put them in. I never remember. When it says Karen, when from the homeowners association is about to fall asleep. That'd be insane. What's up, Machiavelli? Well, that was just that one Karen from the homeowner association. That's all. Not all Karens, just that Karen. Yeah, I can't play all the music and stuff, but yeah, I couldn't imagine they turn on boom. Like 10 o'clock at night, all of a sudden fireworks start going off and boom, boom, boom. It would be insane. Again, these Nepal videos. I'll come back to that one. It's a skit, but I'll come back to it.
Started. 26th of August, 2026. This is a preliminary reconstruction from official statements and mountain scientists. Details may still change. The disaster hit Rasua district on Nepal's northern border with Tibet. The Bote Koshi River flows south from the high Himalayas into Nepal and joins the Trishuli. A tributary called the Lende Kola was at the center of the event. There was little or no heavy rain in Nepal that morning, so people were not expecting a flood. Step 1. At 8:37 a.m. local time, a magnitude 4.4 earthquake was recorded near the Nepal-Tibet border. It was not a giant quake, but on steep, ice-covered slopes, even a moderate shake can loosen glaciers and rock. Step 2. Scientists say an ice and rock avalanche then broke from a glacier, most likely on the Nepal side. Ice, snow, and rock plunged into the narrow Lende Kola Valley. Step 3. That debris plugged the river. Water piled up behind a temporary dam of ice and rock, forming an unstable lake. Step 4. The dam failed. A sudden outburst of water, mud, ice, and sediment roared downstream. Researchers describe it as an avalanche dam outburst, similar to a glacial lake flood. Step 5. Around 9 a.m., the surge smashed through the Bote Koshi corridor, the Rasuagati border, Timere, Siabrubesi, then on into the Trishuli toward Nuakot. Bridges, roads, and hydropower plants were torn out. A mudslide also hit Girong Port on the Chinese side. Step 6. Why here? Steep valleys funnel water. Warming Himalayan glaciers are less stable. This same river flooded only 14 months earlier, and because there was little local rain, there was almost no warning. Investigations are still underway. Debris remaining upstream means a second surge is possible. Rescue work continues on both sides of the border.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Miss Karen, that Darth Vader flock video where the guy dressed up as Darth Vader was great. I have the haveibeenflocked.com. I do have that. I've been meaning to put my tag number in there to see. Curiosity. You get the deflock.org if you want to see where the flock cameras are. And haveibeenflocked.com, you can see if you have been tracked. Fun stuff. Speaking of more natural disasters and all happening in
How the Nepal
same time frame.
Run! Run!
I don't know if I'll be recording. I appreciate her recording where I have this video, but if that was happening,
She ran to the other side. Holy shit.
I don't think I've been recording. I've just been running. But that's just the mentality of the world, I guess, nowadays. But hopefully Yellowstone don't decide to freaking wake all the way up. If it does, we won't have to worry about it very long whatsoever. Weird weather in France now. I said there's weird weather all around the world right now. Earthquakes, volcanoes, eruptions. I've seen a video thing talking about the Ring of Fire, which is not good looking whatsoever. Which the hell that looks good. It's been manipulated. Doggone it. I hope most of that stuff get fixed before I'll start posting on it. But no. Another video from Nepal. Look how, and this water ain't even moving as fast as the other was. We're just moving this monster boulder down the river. That's incredible. Just That would be crazy. And I did see LJ. The next hurricane name is going to be Dolly. Just unique timing, or yeah, it's. Here we go. At least the animals are out helping people. That's pretty cool. Elephant to the rescue. I guess I could have saved that for the feel good videos, but it just goes, in this section, but that is a feel good. The elephants are coming to rescue. That's pretty cool. Because I don't know how much longer dude was going to stay on that rock. It was just a matter of time if that elephant hadn't came. More poor footage of this a Nepal helicopter. Do a good job of burning people face down. Poor people houses just gone. Halfway up the mountain. Look how high the water level was. That's incredible. And the sad thing is, y'all know how mud is and stuff, especially water flowing up, man. There's no way you can get in there and try to find anything, or you're just gonna sink into the bottom of a pit of hell. Because, that's all it's just soup and sediment and sand and poor people. Yeah, I had to do a little checking too, LJ. There's so many fake videos out there, but yeah, no, it's very real, sadly, and sadly it is. Here's the Dolly Parton video I showed there. Let me play the. Like I said, I ain't got a whole lot for tonight. It's been one of them days. This is a skit, but it's a funny skit. So, yeah, I seen the numbers SMU for it. The numbers right now there's no way that they're that low. And I'm like, yeah, they don't have anything. Everything's gone. The structures, stone, freaking everything is gone. The bridges, roads. It'll take a generation to rebuild what has happened today.
No, I'm finishing. Because every day Dale hits that mailbox in a Speedo like a camera crew's waiting. He's got his hands on his hips, bow pack out, reading coupons, then checks the box again. For what, Dale? The mail doesn't replenish. We're watching a grown man browse coupons in a nut hut, and I'm out of line?
So we're banning confidence now?
Brenda had receipts. Dale's back in the marble bag.
Get a little laugh out of all the things going on. Man, just wild. Some of the things going on. Just wild. There's some of the things going on right now. And then, on top of it all, Gnomes are real. Check this out.
Gnomes are real, elves are real, fairies are real, and scientists may have found a mushroom that lets us see them. It's called Landmoa asiatica, and when people eat it, they don't just see shapes, they don't just see colors, they see hundreds of tiny fucking guys. Tiny clowns, fairies, elves, gnomes, and miniature people running across tables, climbing furniture, and apparently going about their tiny little business. Scientists call these Lilliputians hallucination, which is the clinical term for being surrounded by a miniature traveling circus. Originally, scientists blamed the hallucinations on cultural suggestion. People had heard stories about seeing little people, so naturally they saw little people. Case closed. Except then the same thing started happening in Papua New Guinea and the Philippines. Different cultures, different folklore, same little guys. Scientists DNA tested mushrooms from China and the Philippines, same species, Landmoa asiatica. Then they searched for psilocybin, nothing. They searched for other known psychoactive compounds, nothing, which means there may be an unidentified chemical on this planet whose specific job is to make human beings see gnomes. And nobody knows what it is or why our brains apparently have a hidden little guy setting. So maybe these mushrooms let us peer through the veil. Maybe the chemical doesn't cause us to see gnomes. Maybe it allows us to see them. But I have one question. If two people eat these mushrooms together, do they see different little guys? Or do they both look over and see the same tiny man climbing the lamp? Because if they see the same guy, we have a much bigger fucking problem.
That's where the damn missing socks in your dryer are going. The damn gnomes. The damn gnomes. What do y'all think on that? Who wants to try to get some? Have like a couple people together. try some Landmoa asiatica and see little fairies and gnomes running around your house climbing on your shit. Any takers? Jesus. Oh my goodness. What in the world? What in the world? I hear you, Blake. I don't know if I'm doing it. I don't know if I do it or not. Yeah, you hear so many cultures talk about the little people. You hear them from over, there's little people in Hawaii. There's little people all over, like in the Appalachian Mountains. I actually did a short on them. Actually, I think I've done a short on the ones in Hawaii too. But I've done so many now. It's kind of hard to keep up with. But there's ancient stories everywhere on little people and tiny people and of course the Irish with the leprechauns and stuff like that. All these cultures all around the world. Again, it's another one of them things that happen over and over again. Like, how in the world, time and time again, we have cultures seeing the same thing who not really communicate with each other at some point. They all built pyramids. They all seen dragons. They all seen little people. They all seen aliens. They all seen, so many things throughout history. It just makes you think about how some of this could be real. Imagine doing that at Chuck E. Cheese. That's nightmare fuel already. Chuck E. Cheese is already nightmare fuel. Especially you go in there now and you see how the animatronics look and stuff. It's like, man, I went there as a kid. I wasn't scared. Some freaky looking stuff. That's cool, LJ. Mom and Dad had 15 deer or something in their backyard the other day. I took a picture of it. I think they had 6 or 7, but I think they had like 15. They got lots of. They feed them all the time. They know they're safe in their backyard. Once they leave their backyard, though, they're in trouble around there. But they know they're safe in their backyard. Somebody starts shooting at Mom's deer, she's gonna start blasting back at them. It's gonna sound like the OK Corral all of a sudden. And taking all that stuff, taking them the mushrooms, you might start doing this. My brain laying in bed trying to fall asleep.
Rat shit, bat shit, dirty old twat. 69 assholes, time in a knot. Hooray! Lizard shit. Bah! I love it. Rat shit, bat shit, dirty old twat. 69 assholes, time in a knot. Hooray! Lizard shit. Bah!
I could see Jamie Grant doing that. How in my mind I could see Jamie Grant running around his house if he could. I don't know if he'd be running too much. Not with his hip right now, but if he's listening, he's going to be laughing. If Whitney's listening, she's laughing right now. With his underwear pulled up above his, damn near to his nipples, his shirt over his head, and saying, saying this shit.
Rat shit, bat shit, dirty old twat. 69 assholes, time in a knot. Hooray! Lizard shit. Bah!
Oh, Jamie's listening. Oh, Whitney. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have to send that video to him in a little while. They'll enjoy that. They'll enjoy that. Well, y'all, if I had to see it, you know, it's one of them videos. If I had to see the damn thing, y'all had to see it too today. That's just like me scrolling through to find content for the show tonight and trying to do everything else I'm trying to do at the same time. And I run into that. So you're welcome. Yeah, absolutely welcome.
In the fall.
I don't know if Yona needs to go here or not. Yona might enjoy this this one here. He might stay there more than an hour, though.
Maybe enjoyed corn mazes in the fall season, but this ain't corn I'm walking through. That is hemp. An acre of it. More than 10,000 of these plants towering over visitors at the hemp maze. It's at Willow's Keep Farm in Zumbrota, just off Highway 52, southeast of the Twin Cities. It officially opens Saturday, August 22nd for the season. The owner tells me you can get lost in the maze for over an hour, depending, of course, on how lost you want to get. There's also a disc golf course on the property, so more ways to enjoy the plant's company while learning about its many uses. There's actually informational placards all throughout the maze because education is important to the owner. And he also has no plans of stopping this maze despite a looming federal ban on products that use hemp-derived THC to get high, like drinks or gummies. That's not why he grows these plants, which he started doing actually 8 years ago. His focus was on CBD topical creams and its industrial uses like making clothes or rope. And he hopes other hemp farmers will make a pivot in that direction if the federal ban goes into place. But again, the maze, it opens August 22nd on weekends through October 11th.
At first I thought this might be a Halloween event, but it looks like it's just a daytime hemp maze at Willow's Keep Farm in Minnesota. Looks like they do an event on Halloween on the 31st. It's called Fright at the Farm, and it does include a haunted hemp cannabis maze. Here is the event, and it looks like they're advertising it as America's only haunted cannabis maze.
maze. So there you go. Have y'all up that way? Up in Minnesota? Surprised they didn't say it. The people talking are not from Minnesota. Minnesota. It would be like the maze in how would it? How would they? Minnesota, the haunted hemp maze up in. Yeah, double. I'm double trouble today, Carl. Yeah, it was earlier. It was this earlier stream. I had a special guest on. He needed to come in a little earlier, but when he wanted to talk about his book and AI, so we did that, and now, and here we are. Last week I did 3 live streams, and well, I was on 3 live streams in one day. They were spaced out a little better, but 2 was my own, and then 1 wasn't, which was still fun. So yeah. What's up, Wally? Wally and Bat. Yeah, we had fun on the first one. We'll have fun on this one. Like I said, I only got 3 folders tonight. That shows you how lackadaisy I am on this one here. I've been busy. I don't have a whole lot of videos on this one either. Just life happens. Part 2 socks. Oh me. It's all politics. It's all gonna be a show. It's almost gonna be a shit show, whatever the hell it is. I don't know. Gavin Newsom. You can see the people kind of. I'll let him say it, and then we'll talk about it.
I'm enthusiastic about encouraging people to get a Trump account. I think it's incredibly important. It's one of the best things he's done. And so we're here to encourage people to take advantage of this, to not fall prey to the politics or the cynicism or maybe even the fear that if I download a Trump account, somehow that means something. It doesn't. It just means something for your kid. It's not Trump's money. It's your child's money. I'm enthusiastic
the view
about
face,
encouraging people to get a Trump account. I think it's...
This woman to his right, in the corner, she's like, he said Trump, so I got to clap. Y'all so fucking circus.
Incredibly important. It's one of the best things he's done. And so we're here.
So, yeah, it's funny, their faces, though. It really is. It sounds like a cool idea, I guess, so that, it's supposed to be putting money in for kids, and I think what kind of rate it gets, I forget on that. Let's see if I can look it up the deal. Trump account, for the ones who don't know, is a tax-advantaged federal investment account for children under 18 that provides a $1,000 government seed deposit for eligible newborns between 2025 and 2028. You can set up and manage accounts through officials' Trump account reporters. So if you have a baby that was born last year to all the way up to 28, you can get $1,000 free, I guess. Mr. Strange, you are absolutely right. I absolutely agree with you. And the key features of it is kind of, hey, let's share this tab instead so we can see so y'all can see it. So maybe this is something good for the kids. Like I said, we always, every once in a while, the politics will give a glimmer of something good on top of all the effed up crap. So they're going between 25, 28, one time $1,000 annual contributions. Let me see if I can read today. Families, friends, and others can add up to $5,000 per year to the account. And employer help. Employers can chip in up to $2,500 tax-free each year, which counts towards the $5,000 limit. And no child does not need to earn income to qualify contributions. And they can't touch it till they're 18. So, a good savings account for them. Of course not. Now, it won't account for inflation or money printing. We can't do none of that. We can't account for none of that. That's against the rules. Oops, wrong one. Wrong tab here. There we go. No, they're and the insanity going on in the world. We talked about it last week. The insanity going on in the world where I think they're buying their own debt right now. Nobody else wants to buy our debt, so we're just going to buy our own debt. That'll stop inflation. We are living on top of a bubble that is going to implode. It's just a matter of time. But I'm not a financial advisor. But if you want to listen to somebody, he has some really good financial talks. Angry Tiger on Rumble. He does some very good that I couldn't touch what he talks about on there. He's very smart on the business side of things for sure. Y'all should check out the Angry Tiger that comes on before I do. So y'all can watch him and then come to me. So y'all check that out on the Rumble. But I don't know if y'all seen. They're importing a whole bunch of beef that we do not need. That could be very sick. I'm glad I only eat chicken. But chicken's not much better in the world we have right now. But the beef they're bringing in from South America, might not be good.
You might want to just double check where you're getting your steak from for the next few months. Because Donald Trump just announced that we're going to be importing tons of beef from Argentina to quote unquote lower costs. Except the big problem here is that this is the same beef that China rejected earlier this year because it was found to be laced with a chemical called chloramphenicol. Just so everybody's aware, chloramphenicol is banned in both the US and the EU because it can cause, quote, severe, irreversible, and often fatal aplastic anemia in humans. And on top of that, it is a known cancer-causing carcinogen and also has been shown to cause genetic damage. Not ideal, to say the least. And when asked about it on Air Force One, here's what Trump had to say.
Question is, what do you have to say to U.S. farmers who feel that the deal is benefiting Argentina more than it is them as they are
Argentina is fighting for its life, young lady. You don't know anything about it. They're fighting for their life. Nothing's benefiting Argentina. They're fighting for their life. You understand what that means? They have no money. They have no anything. They're fighting so hard to survive. If I can help them survive in a free world, I happen to like the president of Argentina. I think he's trying to do the best he can. But don't make it sound like they're doing great. They are dying. All right? They're dying.
Meanwhile, in the United States, over 160,000 farms have closed between 2017 and 2024. And on average, 77 cattle producers are going out of business every single day. Another win for the golden age.
Yay! What's up, Steve-O? Yeah, Steve-O. Yeah. They're gonna be some hellacious taxes or something, you know. There's gonna be a way they'll be able to take some money out of that. There's something gonna happen, you know, especially in that time frame. So, you know, if your kid was born this year, in 18 years, God only hell knows what the hell would they are done to that money by then. Uh, they'll probably send it to a little country in the Middle East, probably, and say you don't have it no more. What's up, Huckleberry? I don't know. I don't know what happened. What's up, Mr. Willie? Brother Willie is in the house. Well, we got a crew in here tonight. Man, this is hell yeah. So be careful with the beef. Yes, careful. It's crazy. Crazy world we're living in right now. It's just wild. Absolutely wild. Um, and then on another news, yeah, seriously, I'm some mason jars and some holes in the yard. It's coming up, LJ. Just in case. In other news, we have a U.S. military cargo plane, a C-17, flying in Moscow out of nowhere, and then a whole bunch of diplomatic plates and stuff in Russia. Nobody really saying what's going on, why it's going on. What kind of
Американцы прилетели на переговоры.
while we're distracted with the death of Dolly and Tim Curry right now, what in the hell is going on in the world of sports there? This one says, word on the street, Putin told the CIA to come get their staff out of the embassy immediately. Said the USA embassy in Russia is closed permanently. And says possibly Russia making ready to back Iran and sack Kyiv ASAP. And China backing Russia. So shit might get wild. I don't know. Shit might get wild really fast. And then, while that's going on, the city of San Diego, I used to live in San Diego, long time ago. They might have brought pallets of cash, Brother Willie. NASA passed an ordinance making it illegal to criticize Israel or Bibi, or use any speech in any way that could in any way be deemed anti-Semitic. If they just think you look sideways at Bibi.
Anti-Semitism has been rising in San Diego and across the country. That's according to Jewish organizations and hundreds of speakers at Tuesday's San Diego City Council meeting. Liat Cohen-Reese directs a local anti-Semitism task force. She says defining it is the city's first step to better fight it.
Well, we need language. In order to understand what something is, we need a definition. We need the language.
Nearly everyone who spoke agreed anti-Semitism needs to be combated. They disagreed on how to define it. The city adopted the definition of the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance, or IRA. It's been adopted by dozens of countries and cities across the U.S., including Los Angeles, Chula Vista, and El Cajon. It says anti-Semitism is, quote, a certain perception of Jews, which may be expressed as hatred. It includes 11 examples. 7 of them involve the state of Israel. Critics say the language has been used to silence criticism of Israel and support for Palestinians. One of those critics is Jewish council member Sean Elo Rivera. He says people must be allowed to both love Jewish people and speak freely against actions by the Israeli government.
A definition that cannot hold both of these things at once is not a tool for fighting anti-Semitism. It is a tool for silencing people who care about everyone.
He urged the council to consider other definitions, but he was outvoted 8-1. For more on this debate and to read the full definition, visit kpbs.org.
At least one tried to stand up. Yeah, I'm a Navy brat. I didn't serve, but I was a Navy brat. Conspiracy reality. Yeah, it was in Jacksonville, San Diego, Guam. Fun stuff. Sure enough, lifetime ago now. Yeah, it's an easy lawsuit to win, but I mean, then, the process of doing all that is going through all the processes, all the money to win that lawsuit. It's, so for sure impeding on the Constitution where we should have to be able to, our freedom, to call out, especially governments. I like this one here. On July 19, 2023, the right-wing conspiracy theory about eating bugs is about as racist as you think. And in December 24th, 2019, though, just a few years earlier, companies faced an uphill battle trying to get Americans to eat bugs. So when they realized they couldn't decide to make us decide we want to eat bugs, gotta throw it. It's racist, so we don't eat bugs. By God, you're racist if you don't eat bugs. You gonna eat bug meal and like it? Damn it! I like this one here. It never happened. Fake news is a conspiracy. It happened, but it's not a big deal. It happened, but it's actually a good thing. It happens, it's a bad thing, and it's your fault. You're such a loser obsessed with it. Then it never happened. Just that circle of cluster. Cat videos are coming. I got a couple cute videos. I got one for sure of a dog. I'm not sure how many I got this week. Well, we can do like we did last week and pull up another old clip of it, and we don't have enough to make it better. Don't ask that question, LJ. You don't want to know that question. Especially McDonald's. Politics is a circus, and they're effed up on both sides. Red, blue. I was talking on a stream today. The audio got messed up. I hate it. So we got to redo it. But I made a comment on it, like and I made a comment here about it. We got to throw out them red and blue glasses and launch them down the street because that's what the key divider is. But when you have people like this that are running for office and winning votes, and this is their mental state. I don't know. I don't know. Absolutely, yeah. When the COVID lockdowns were so deadly serious, except for when the media agreed with the reasons to protest. And, it was okay to, go to all the major stores. You go to Home Depot, you could go to Walmart. You couldn't go to the beach and be by yourself 100 yards away from each other. You couldn't go to the park. You couldn't go to the gym to help you be healthy, but you could go to these major businesses. But all the little businesses had to shut down. But acting like kids. You want to talk about acting like kids, LJ? Watch this video right here. This person right here is uh, Nakia Jasmine Thomas. She just won the runoff election in Oklahoma. Go Sooners, baby. As now the Democrats candidate for U.S. Senate. Of course, she's a Democrat socialist. Imagine that. And hear her and just share this video of how. Let me just play it.
Mark Wayne Mullen is a terrible senator. Do not vote for him. He is a Christian nationalist, a mediocre white man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to play that again. Somebody maybe need to call in a call to just in case her kids are not safe. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. The cheese slipped off the cracker. just a little tantrum. This is what happens when you don't whoop your damn kids when they're little, and don't take everything from them and put them and hold them to it. You get adults to just throw little tantrums and I don't call in a priest. Yeah, I don't know. That is swear on everything. That's a Democrat candidate for Senate in Oklahoma. So our Oklahoma friends, go Sooners. Y'all better y'all better get out and vote that some gun not in. Good times, good times. Fucking crazy. It really is. Crazy, crazy stuff. I thought this was interesting. Learn something new, Logan. So Palantir sells government a war room that costs millions of dollars. A guy named Ellie just rebuilt it and put it on GitHub and gave it away. It's called World Monitor. Open up and it give you a live 3D globe with 500 plus news feeds pouring across 15 categories, all summarized by AI as they land. Military movements, economic shocks, natural disasters, cyber incidents, flight paths, shipping lanes, 56 different map layers you can stack upon each other. It sounds kind of neat to something kind of cool to play with, really. It scores 31 countries on a stress index and updates the numbers as things happen. It watches 29 stock exchanges, commodities, and crypto in one panel. It runs local AI through Olama, so you can use the whole thing without a single API key. Native desktop app for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. So it's in Linux. Hot damn. 25 languages. Works out the box. But check this out. Just get to see what's going on in the world. Just live intelligence, Intel feed, world's news, Middle East, United States. Here's the live news feed. I'm actually watching shows. Look at that live video. Get back over here. That's kind of cool. Live stream with Cube. Yeah, crazy stuff. It's kind of neat. That's kind of neat that they put it out there. Hopefully nothing's attached to it, so it lets people know who all is checking into this shit. I'll be worried about. I'm worried about that kind of thing. But yeah. Crazy world. Crazy world. I like my live on X right now. I got Alex Jones. Bill Gates issues emergency warning of. I don't know what Bill Gates is. How Alex Jones is raising hell about Bill Gates right now. I ain't gonna click on it right now. I ain't gonna click on it at all, to be honest with you, but I don't have, like I said, I don't have a whole lot of feel good videos. And like I said, this is gonna be a short one tonight. I'm not unless we sit here and start talking in the chat and back and forth. We can do that. I'll sit here and talk with y'all half the night doing that. But I want to show y'all some. Let's get some positive vibes going. What everybody needs.
But it's alright to be a little bitty, a little hometown or a big old city. Might as well share, might as well smile.
Can't play the music twice, but I give it once. I think he's a little baby cow. I got a bunch of baby kittens outside, if that counts for anything. I threw them a chicken breast earlier. I should have took a video of that and saved it before I could show on the show. They were, all four of them were jumping on that thing, and one grabbed it and took off running with it. It was too cute. They're little bitty.
Did you feel their tails?
Yeah, they're kind of weird. Oh, that one's biting my beard. Free kittens.
There you go, free kittens, y'all.
Hey. They're all grown up. They're getting so big. Falling off. I think they've outgrown my shoulders. Hello, little kitties. Well, you've outgrown my shoulder. Paws have gotten sharper.
Did you?
They go from that to that. That's a hell of a transformation. Nobody want a free kitten. Everybody needs a free kitten sometimes, especially when they're possums, because they'll eat all the ticks and stuff for you. Raccoon like, it's me. It's me. I want a hug. Guess it's like some kind of raccoon refuge or something. I watched Beastmaster the other night. Classic movie. Beastmaster. Watch this squirrel. I gotta play the music twice, but yeah. That sucker got some leaps. Bam. Got some hops. That's the cool side of it. And if you want to go back to conspiracy, no, I won't go back to conspiracy on that. I heard a hell relations conspiracy on that song today. And what she had to do to put that song out is, if you hadn't heard it, evil world we live in.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of.
He is without doubt the worst pirate I have ever seen.
That's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen.
So it would seem.
Letting kids be creative. That is pretty cool.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of.
He is without doubt the worst pirate I have ever.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That kid just kept on, and he knew he could figure it out. Let the wind pull him. All right, number one is like, is this lady getting ready for a party, or is she that much an alcoholic? Which one is it? Y'all tell me. They can't touch the radar floor. Look at the guinea pigs. That's something I hadn't had in a long time, this damn guinea pig. That one stepped down. He's like, I ain't jumping for nothing. That was. He's like, nope. Nope. But yeah, that is a lot of damn wine. The floor is lava. There's lava. In case, when people worry, when people worry, sometimes you get a sign when people are worried about you.
You all right, man? You all right? You all right? You all right? I'm all right. You all right? You all right?
When you get sent birds asking if you're all right, might be needing, check. They're wine-fed guineas. Maybe so. Maybe that's what's in their water bottle. But yeah, if maybe sometimes you need to be asked if you're all right. Well, a big ass bird. I've shared this video before, and I really don't care. I'll probably share this video twice. I have from Internet Hall of Fame, but I love this dog. He is awesome, and he takes no shit off nobody.
You can fuck up too. Get in here and say that to my face.
He looked back at him like, yeah, what I say? I'll play one more time. That's
You can fuck up too. Get in here and say that to my face.
I'll do this. I've had dogs that try to talk. I had one in Gator. He tried his best to talk. He would, and sometimes he sound like, if you. It's just the way he walked by. He was just like, I told you, mother. Well, I love it. I love that video. See to my face. It was hot out today. The puppy needed a bath. He's like, no, I'm cool. I'm good. I don't need to go nowhere. Like, all right. I like that floor though. That's pretty cool looking floor he got there. But yeah. Ending National Dog Day with this. And gotta love it. Good night, LJ. Like I said, I'm gonna do a short one today with y'all. I'm sharing. Wow. A little stop and share and everything. Yeah, I love them one videos with the dog and everything. Again, yeah, for sure, for the ones who pray, make sure y'all pray. We'll say a prayer for Nepal. And all that. Little Billy Goat dogs are the best, yeah. So many animals that, have their own personality. It's just amazing. I don't know how people don't think they have like spirit or souls. I don't know. I really do. I'm leaning like they do. Because they just have their own personality. All the animals do, no matter what it is. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, Logan, he doesn't need to turn the bubbles on for the little fella. Absolutely. I don't want to show the Molly vid. I'll send you the Molly vid, Blake. I don't want to show the Molly vid right now. Yeah. If you want to look it up, for the ones who are wondering what I'm talking about, look up in these keywords Justin Bieber, Miley Cyrus, and Baby, maybe. Watch out where you get fined. It's messed up. It is messed up. If you forget the the limits of what people will do to become rich and famous are really beyond the normal person's scope realm. Yeah, I'd skip it too, Willie. The normal person's realm, I'll say that. But um, but yeah, we do have. That's what I didn't have in there. I thought I saved a video on that. I'm glad I seen that pop up. The LJ talking about the full moon. You know, we're going to have an eclipse coming up on the moon. Here we go, right here, actually. I thought I had saved a video on this or some stuff talking about this. But yeah, tomorrow, starting tomorrow night, we're supposed to have a lunar eclipse. And half the country, over half the country, get to see the full eclipse. I think it starts maybe at 9:30 Central Time tomorrow. So about 9:30 for the center part of the world where I'm at. They'll be able to start seeing the moon eclipse, and I think it'll take about 3 hours or something like that. I think I've seen. So full moon and eclipse. It might be some wild, crazy things going on this weekend. Crazy people and stuff going on. That's a very great quote, Mr. Watt. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Absolutely. I'm going to keep my soul. I'll keep my soul and keep being poor. I'll be all right. But no problem. No problem. Yeah, like I said, I meant to have some clips and stuff talking about this. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's a blood moon. It's a blood moon too. On top of that, it's just weird timings going on in the world right now. Right there on the eve of a blood moon and with eclipse, we, have Dolly and Dolly Parton passing away. Who knows? Who knows? So something to check into. Very, very cool stuff on that star. So it's kind of cool. You can go outside and see that. Hopefully it won't be cloudy. That's my only hope. It's not going to be a cloudy day. I know out here where I live, I'll be able to see it really well, really well. It'll be very clear. So, luckily me living out in the country, there's no sky pollution, light pollution, very little. So I can see lots of cool stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, it's going to be a short one today. I appreciate y'all being here. For sure. For sure. Much love to all y'all for being here. Had a great crew here tonight. We had a bunch of people on the YouTube and on the Rumble. Lots of people. Let me see. Yeah, 18 on the Rumble, 14 on YouTube. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Yeah, hope for so. What's up, Blue Jay? Awesome, Blue Jay. I'm glad you popped in. I might pop in on. Well, I haven't got the notification yet. Let me look at my email real quick. It might be not yet. But I might pop in Creeks. I don't know. Seeing Blue Jay here made me think about it. I might pop in Creeks. Maybe not. I don't know. I got a lot of little things I need to take care of stuff, but like I said, much love. Um, yeah, Carl, that was fun. Yeah, if you missed Indie Show Monday, yeah, you missed getting rickrolled by yours truly. Um, that was fun. Um, Especially that version and everything. It's fun hitting that, doing that. So, but yeah, y'all check out our friend's show. A lot of the people here have their own shows. Make sure y'all check them out. Got their own channels. Um, like the Real Wildlife, Swedes, Surreal Surroundings, Willie Desert Hangout, South Cedar Paranormal, Jen Arcana. Uh, you can just copy and paste, like especially if you're on computer, you can copy and paste those names and put it in there. Um, Blue Jay Outpost, I think you have a channel too. I think, if I remember right, I'm pretty sure I'm following you on there. Of course, Troubled Minds, and so many others. If you go through there, um, on both sides, y'all make sure y'all follow our friends and everything. Um, that's why like the intro, outro has our friends in it, and because this is what it's about. It's not just one. It's our group, our great group of people and friends that we've met along the way, and helping each other grow, and and having places where we can communicate and talk about the things that some people don't want to talk about. They can't talk about. So. Hope to see everybody. Let's see, where are we at today? Hope to see y'all Sunday. Should be an interesting one for Beyond the Possible with James of South Cedar Paranormal. Me and him will have a very special guest, Emily Ann of Appalachian Visions, a seventh generational granny witch, psychic medium, and empath. Should be here Sunday telling stories. And should be a fun one for sure. I've got September almost completely booked for the Beyond the Possible show. Got people looking into October already, and just having fun with this. And we got some more bookings through the week for lunch shows. I think our next lunch show will be September 11th, I think. Should be a fun one there. So y'all make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button. You never know when I'm gonna pop in, do a lunch show, do a special pop-up show. And like I said, I got special lunch shows and stuff coming up with the certain guests that can't do the evening show. So we're going to just keep on around. Thanks, Sweets, for the Creeks link. Y'all check out Creek. Creek is a great person. He's a really good dude. He's just trying to have fun and basically have a place to have people can come and blow off steam and listen to some people have fun singing music. If you want to sing, he lets some people come up and sing, and it's about, you don't have to be the best singer. It's about having fun. In the crazy world we live in, we need places like that. We need places like Brother Willie's Desert Hangout also, where he plays great music and does games during the day and name this tune and stuff like that. It's great to have places like Willie's Place and Creeks to be able to get away from the crazy insanity of the world we have right now. But appreciate y'all. I said I'll be here Sunday. That's going to be a fun one for sure. With Emily Ann, and of course, following my show, Mr. Strange, Troubled Minds. We'll send our crew to them Sunday, like we always do, as long as nothing happens. And Nights of the Storm Saturday. I'm just trying to think of all different. Man, my brain is just exploding with indie. Probably has something Friday nights with the backstage. He usually does. And just, so many others. I know The Real Watts Life, he pops out and just shows all the time. You never know when he's going to have a show. Y'all check him out too. Has some great discussions on there too. But I'm gonna keep on rambling. Guess I'm gonna be a rambling man. I keep on and on. But y'all check out these people's shows. Check out all this great content. Great way to get away and escape some of the chaos in the world, and be a place to ask questions and stuff. But I like asking questions. But here we go. Let's hit this intro, outro, and we'll get out of here. Much love, y'all.
Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sit down with Big Brother. Don't like those RFIDs. Got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I sat down with Big Brother and the national ID. Don't want a chip in my wallet, chip in my car. And if I want to travel, it's nobody's business how far. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I said shame on Big Brother, always tracking and tracing me. Don't want a chip in my mother, chip in my wife, a chip in my babies. Stay out of our life. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother. No more slavery. Play it for me, baby. Now, do you want a chip in your forehead, a chip in your arm, always tweaking your brain and causing you harm? Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sit down with Big Brother in the good old USA. I sat down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother,
All you ever hear about in these countries are differences
It's all they ever talk about. Politicians and the media always pushing the things that separate us. Things that make us different. That's the way the ruling class operates in any society. They divide the rest of the people. They keep the lower and the middle classes fighting with each other so that they, the rich, can run off with all the fucking money. Fairly simple thing. Fairly simple thing. Happens to work. Anything that's different about us, you know that's what they're pushing at you. Racial differences, religious, ethnic, national backgrounds, jobs, income, education, social status, sexuality, anything they can do to keep us fighting with each other so that they can keep going to the bank.
In the Middle East again, does Israel play in this?
Israel was created as the instrument to bring about the Battle of Armageddon and the fulfillment of prophecy, a war that will be so terrible, where nuclear weapons will be used, so that the American citizens and the other people in the world will get down on their knees and beg for no more war. And what is the answer to that? They're going to be told the only way we can guarantee no more war is if we destroy the sovereignty of nations and we come together as one humanity in a one world government.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the
Roman
big
circus.
club.
What does the emperor do when the people become restive, and when the people are asking questions, and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum. And he begins to throw the Christians to the lions. And he has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever get smart enough to learn how they're being manipulated, so they don't ever question the emperor. That's why they pay a player on a football team or a baseball team $1 million or $2 million or $3 million a year. It is the Roman circus.
Why do you think politics feels more like a team sport than democracy?
Because that's exactly what it became. George Washington warned people about this a long time ago. He called it the spirit of party, and he said once political parties took hold, they'd start serving themselves instead of the public. And that's exactly what happened. Loyalty goes to the machine, not the country. They protect the brand, protect the tribe, protect the donors, protect the power, and the public gets whatever's left after the fundraising and the damage control. That's the bargain now. You cheer for your colors, they keep the scoreboard lit, and everybody acts like the game's what matters. Washington understood that once parties get strong enough, they stop asking what's good for the people and start asking what's good for the party. And once that happens, democracy turns into maintenance. Maintain the power, maintain the loyalty, maintain the illusion.
To the Army and Navy and the battles they have won. Here's to America's colors, the colors that never run.
May the wings of liberty never lose a feather.
This country starts early. It works hard. It stays focused. It keeps moving. It stands ready. And it carries the weight. Strong coffee for a strong nation.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.